You've joined Values, Vision, and Mission, creating and designing personal career statements, offered by Catalyst Veterinary Practice Consultants. Welcome, and thank you for taking steps in creating a career filled with intent and direction. Just as this sharp healer is in this picture, keep your eye on your future and your career. I have a great piece to read to you from Marianne Williamson. Her words lift our humanity and inspire the greatness that exists in each of us. And this is from A Return to Love, Reflections on the Principles of A Course in Miracles. And the title is Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I remember the first time I heard that, it gave me chills. And it's such profound statements and so true. So through this quick webinar, we're going to consider your personal values, identify your vision of the future, outline mission for daily achievements, and let these statements be your guiding principles. We will also offer you a few valuable resources. I suggest that at this time, you print out the worksheet that was accompanied with this download. Simply the values, vision, and mission personal career statements. It has a number of questions that we're going to walk through. So take the time to do that now. I'm Rebecca Rose. I'm a certified veterinary technician, and I've been in the veterinary community for 30 years. In that time, if I've learned anything at all, it's that we as a team, and even everybody within the veterinary community, are a kaleidoscope of colors. And it takes all of these colors and these meshings and meldings together to create the wonderful teams that we have in veterinary hospitals, the wonderful teams we have in industry partners, and who we are as a collective whole. So think about that moving forward when you're designing this. Be sure your colors come shining through, because we all have a variety of backgrounds, education, and goals. And that's what makes us so unique, so wonderful, and collectively so powerful and strong. So personal beliefs define our values. Remember, you are a valuable asset to the veterinary team. And in that asset, you bring your values. So when you are creating this, I'd like for you to create these without boundaries. I'd like for you to be bold, be bright, be courageous in your writings and thoughts. And to be honest, this might not come to you right away. I encourage you to go through all of the slides and go through the questions on the worksheet and let your mind and body absorb it. Oftentimes, we haven't given ourselves the time, energy, and effort and space to think about these things. So allow yourself to mull this over for a period of time. I would even suggest a week. You can come back to it and add things. You may have an epiphany one day while you're working and say, oh my gosh, I really enjoyed that, whatever that was. And I really see how this can be a part of my future, a part of my goals, a part of my planning, how I value this aspect of who I am and what I bring to the table, and how this can make me a better person, and how this can make my team a stronger team. So values are beliefs we hold dear to us, allowing us to find direction and drawing to us others with similar values. When we know what we cherish, what really makes us jive, what really is at the heart and core of who we are, we simply draw more of that to us. So I'm going to give you some examples through the worksheet and these slides of my values, vision, and mission. So I truly value relationships, creativity, problem solving. Oh my gosh, put me in a room of brainstorming fanatics and I am a happy camper. I believe in sustainability, and I am an advocate and encourage the idea of being courageous. So now is a good time to look at the questions that follow this idea of personal beliefs and personal values. So consider this. What do you believe about being a team member, growing your career, and serving pets and pet owners? What values do you hold dear? So some of the questions on your worksheet. In regards to my workday, I believe this. Moving on to vision. A vision is what is on the lofty side, those big ideas. And again, I really want you to put yourself in this place without boundaries, free of judgment, free of the fact that I can't do it because I don't have the money. My boyfriend won't let me do it. My spouse won't let me do it. I don't know how that's going to occur. Put all of that aside and really allow for the creative juices to flow, and think about, without boundaries, without chains, without judgments, where you want to be, what you want to do. So my personal vision is to be a physically fit, spiritually hip granny with time and resources for family, friends, and grandchildren. I passionately lead by example while assisting others to find their groove and fulfill their personal goals and aspirations. Now, I know I've listened to other, oh my goodness, very profound and soulful visions. And this is what works for me. This is my happy place. This is what drives me to my vision. So even though mine might be a little silly, you may come up with something far more profound, far more moving, far more based in who you are. And that's precisely what this is about. Your vision, without judgment and without boundaries. So where you want to be in the future, that's what we're looking at. What you want to be doing. And consider some of these goals for a year, 3 years, 5 years. Make it lofty. Moving on to the mission statement. So the mission statements are what you do on a daily basis that brings the greatest joy, abundance, the resources you need for your life, that financial sustainability piece, and the connection to the people who you most want to align with. Think about that. If you could have in your sphere of influence those people, connecting with, going out for social outings, the person you can just frequently call because you know they're there for you, and they're happy that you called and reached out. Think about that. What you want to be doing and being that makes you feel good, puts you in that groove, gives you that jive, right? And it's all different. That's the beauty of this. When we decide these things as individuals, we realize that there's all these opportunities, and everybody has different places they want to go and where they want to be. That's exciting. It brings about those colors. It brings about the differences. It brings about the synergy in that. So here's my mission statement: to build masterful, passionate veterinary teams and individuals offering what is best for the pet owner, veterinary team, and hospital. And I would even say, the veterinary community. Let's even expand it. So that's what I do on a daily basis. I build masterful, passionate veterinary teams. So consider what you would be doing when you are in that groove that brings you greatest joy and abundance. Oftentimes I'll ask team members, what brings you joy? And it takes them a period of time to realize it. This exercise and process might take you a week or so. So consider that when you're going into work, all of a sudden you had this experience and you got on the other side of it and you were just so jazzed and so excited about it. It's going to be different for everybody. It may have been an awesome communications with a client that just felt so good and so right, and you want to bring more of that into your career. Or maybe it was assisting in the surgery and it just was perfect in the sense of timing and the protocols and processes that all came into place, and the sequence of events that you orchestrated. And on the other side of that surgery, you're like, wow, holy cow, that felt really good. Or maybe as a veterinarian, you just had a case that you were just jiving on it, that you were able to speak with that client, help them understand that diagnosis, go ahead and do those treatments, and had a wonderful outcome on the other side of that. Whatever it is for you on a daily basis that brings you joy, declare it and bring more of that into your life. You've got this. Allow for your values, vision, and mission to guide you through your day and bring about a satisfying future. This can be a powerful experience, and I challenge you once again to write it down. Create these statements. Place them on your mirror at home. Place them in your car that you travel around in. Put them on the refrigerator to remind you of your personal career, vision, values, and mission statements. Because these are drivers, and they are principles, and they will help you get to where you want to go. They will help you set personal boundaries. They will help you achieve and receive the education you need. Even with these goals for 3 and 5 years out, declare it. Set the intent. Here are lists, and these are also in your worksheet, of further resources. You may consider reading Dr. Smith's book, Career Choices for Veterinarians, or even my book, Career Choices for Veterinary Technicians, which I wrote with Dr. Smith. There's a great book called The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent. It's written by Esther and Jerry Hicks. You may consider joining our closed Facebook community called Veterinary Teams Living Well, or even sign up for our Catalyst Chronicles, which is an informative weekly newsletter that's dropped in the middle of the week. You can get information on so much more by visiting our website at catalystvetpc.com. Well, again, thank you for taking the steps in creating a career that is more satisfying, more fulfilling, and helps you get to the direction and the place you want to be. So good luck with your values, vision, and mission statements. And we'd really enjoy hearing from you. Please reach out to us at our email or even on our Facebook page and let us know how this went. Here's to your success in veterinary medicine and a very abundant career.